So I found this interesting post on DC Drano right here, which is a Republican right-wing type of IG page, but they mentioned something interesting. If the GOP retakes the White House, flips Congress, which is now in Nancy Pelosi's hands, and expands our lead in the Senate, I want to see a flood of federal laws passed. So then you'd be able to pass right-wing laws which have benefits and are to the detriment of some other people. So I'll break it down to what my thoughts are. It's a pretty interesting a list of things, all right, that you might that might affect your life. Number one here, protect free speech on social media. Social media is playing a lot of dirty games, trying to control your lives, trying to control what you see, what you think, based on what they feel. And that's a really good point to have. So I'm definitely with that. I know a lot of people wouldn't want, all Republican House of Representatives, Senate, and the presidency. But imagine, if you will, that actually happened. Repeal gun laws. That might be a little tricky. I don't know. I don't really know too much about that one. I wouldn't really recommend that to a certain extent. With these extended magazines, you're going to have another Vegas shooting, you're going to have another killer somewhere, or I don't know. That's up to you guys. Owning a gun legally in New York is very difficult. I'd love to own one. Decriminalize cannabis. Republicans are probably not going to be doing that at all. So DC Drano, if that's what you'd want to see, you're probably not going to see that. You'd be better off seeing that with Nancy Pelosi, maybe. I don't know. Congressional term limits. That would be awesome, but they'll never do that either. So that's that. Cut more taxes only means print more money. But this last one, prosecute the swamp rats. This is an important one. There's a lot of dirty people in Washington, D.C. right now, playing a lot of dirty games. And if Republicans had their way with it, they'd clear out all the Democratic players. And then probably in the midterms, that could switch if they don't do a good job. And then you could prosecute all of the Republican dirtbags on that end. It's just a game. Politics is a game. Your vote matters. You could change the course of things significantly. But right now, the way it is they don't work together. So if you give power to the Republicans, they're going to get a whole Christmas list of things done. And then if you swing that power back to the Democrats 4 years from now, you got to have the patience to be able to understand that you would possibly get even more done on their end, right? Since they don't work together, you have to give power to one for a temporary amount of time, 2 years, 4 years. You have to understand how that works. You can't just have everything today and now. That's only going to destroy this country. Like Obama had when he was elected after George Bush butchered everything. He had the House, the Senate, and the presidency in Democratic control, and he could have did whatever he wanted to do. He could have completely ignored the Republicans, and he did. And all he went after was Obamacare, which was a strategic blunder. It was a no-brainer that he should have done infrastructure. He should have siphoned off a lot of money to a lot of underprivileged communities and gave them extraordinary employment, $40 an hour job, installing solar panels and things like that. And the whole country would have been the better off for it. But he didn't. He had a strategic blunder. And, because of all the riots and all the Democratic nonsense, there is a chance that might happen on November 4th. And this is a nice little Christmas list. I broke it down on what I think might happen in accordance to what this guy, DC Drano, posted. And, I know you guys, some of you guys are left-wing and you don't want this or you don't want that. You can come up with your own Christmas list or what have you, but this is my take on what might happen on November 4th in accordance to the Republicans retaking all three branches there.